Hello my soccer universe! This week I had my birthday, and as always on my birthday I tried to organize myself a pretty nice jersey so that my family has something that will surely fit the bill this time around. And while usually I have already something in mind, like last year I had this wonderful Juventus third jersey from last season that I had in mind for my birthday. I organized that one in late September, kind of, because I saw it's gonna sell out. This one here that I have, and let me show you the nice packaging that my girls picked out for me. Yes, it's very girly. So this one here, but there's a little bit black and white in there. That's what they went for. So really nice. And can I just say, I actually like bags a whole lot because they are reusable. If you wrap it, you just tear it open and then it causes a lot of paper trash that you don't really need. I like bags, and yes, it's what my girls and my wife picked out for me, or maybe it was hanging around. However it may be, I was quite happy with that one. I know the contents were also nice. And unlike this Juventus jersey, this one I had organized already in summer because due to some, mishaps and ordering from vintage football area and some jerseys not living up to snuff, some of which were actually meant for a buddy of mine, I was in the possession of a 20% coupon. 20% coupon, and that's a good opportunity to actually really pick up something nice. And I ordered something really nice for me already then, but I added another shirt that I said, that's the one that I want to have for my birthday because it really fits the bill. And now the background is not giving it away from where this might become, but the jersey I'm wearing does give it away. It is a Serie A classic, like this Milan jersey, although with the Scudetto, Milan was really crappy that season. But it's one that was worn in either of these two seasons and is one of the jerseys that back then was already one of my favorites. I cannot tell you how much I loved that design, and it has been used by many teams, but I especially liked it for that team because it was in 3 and not only in 2 colors. That made it really special, and it was always on my list. I think years ago I made a list. This was at the very beginning of my channel. What are jerseys that I really would like to have? This one was on the list, so having this one feels so rewarding, and in addition it actually so nicely complements the jerseys that I already have from that team while adding a unique twist in their history. I think I've said enough. I would say let's take the jersey out. I'm not gonna unpack it here. I will unpack it in the sense that I'm taking here this bag, beautiful bag. Let's grab it. And can I unpack it in such a way that maybe there is a little bit of ambiguity at first? It's not really possible. You see already, it's a white jersey. It's an old jersey. The logo already gives it away. If you have grown up in the 90s, Parmalat logo, of course, this can be the only one and only Parma. The jersey worn from the 95 to 96 season, where Parma actually didn't do that well, despite having none other than Hristos Stoichkov in their squad. But I think they only finished 5th or 6th still in Europe. But then the following season they wore this one in their run to a 2nd place finish, which was the best ever finish for Parma. And just look at the list of the players. I mean, 95-96, they not only had Hristos Stoichkov, they had also certain Filippo Inzaghi, although he probably didn't do much there. But the 96-97 team, Hernan Crespo, Fabio Cannavaro, Lilian Thuram, Gianfranco Zola, Dino Baggio. I mean, those are names that have been wearing this shirt that are just legendary within Serie A. Let's look at the jersey itself a little bit. I mean, it is quite interesting. I mean, the one thing, and this is a major flaw, I mean, I did pay not little for this one, but that's why it's a birthday present. This was north of 100 euros. But I said for an old shirt, yeah, I gotta do this. The one real flaw, despite maybe there are here and there some minor pulls, but that's not a big thing, is that the Puma logo is already a little bit faded. But other than that, it's in excellent condition. I also have to say that the collar maybe slightly faded, but you know, it's old. That's almost 30 years old, and this is a clothish like color, so I can see how the fade comes about. And yeah, I did not expect it to be in mint condition. Then I think this would be well beyond me. But let's look at the overall design. I absolutely love these sleeves. And as I said, it's three colors. It's the club's colors in blue and yellow on the white jersey. This is how I knew Parma. But I so much love this. I remember Austria had a similar design, but they had it, you know, a white jersey, and then they had here just this blue versus black, and then the rest was just white. Kind of boring. I always said, why is Austria not using it on the white jersey and make it in red instead of black? You know, have it trimmed in black, but have here red, that you have the Austrian flag on there. I love these sleeves. I absolutely love these sleeves, a little bit this dot pattern. This was something really outstanding, and just look at it, how it looks when you see it on the side. It has a certain effect to it that really makes this jersey absolutely pop. It also has a, you know, a little bit of piping going along here, which is also on the back, which also is a very nice touch. Sleeve cuffs in the club's colors, beautifully done. It was Parma AC back then. It's pretty much the same crest as before, and then the Parmalat logo is actually sublimated, which I honestly do not dislike to have it sublimated. Now the one thing, and I'm not sure how it will be picked up, but there is the pattern. Maybe it's picked up nicely. Behind the Parmalat sponsor, you also see there is the Puma logo, which is really cool. You see here the Puma head, the tail, the legs, the front paws, and you know, you have this kind of square pattern that increases in size, which is cool. And then on the back it actually changes around. We get little Parmalat logos in some of the squares that have been made. So yeah, quite nice touch to the sponsor as well. We know they sort of bankrolled Parma, but we also know that this was not built on very solid ground, and you know, castles in the air. However, Parma were super successful during the time. One of the most fun teams to watch in Serie A, and after Milan, definitely the team that I like to watch the most. Now, as I was putting this on the hanger, I found another feature. I actually was surprised that the collar here is a Velcro. Very interesting, very cool feature in a way as well. I actually do like that. I mean, sure, a button would be better, but Velcro, that's not too bad. It adds to it a little bit. Okay, let me step a little bit to the side and I show you my entire Parma collection for now. And yes, I usually put the new jersey behind me, but now that I have put this Milan scarf here, it's kind of hiding it away. So this is my full Parma collection. We see the two from the 18-19 season, which are partners of each other, and I definitely like the away jersey, the yellow and the blue one, most. However, to me, Parma was always white with blue and yellow accents. That's why this Puma jersey, and especially this Puma jersey, really was the one that grabbed me. I know the one that they won European titles in, you know, the white with a blue and yellow pinstriping along the sleeve was also quite nice. But it is an alternative for me for Parma home. I know they have now switched ever since they restarted to the black cross on the white, which to me, as a guy who grew up in the 90s, looks weird, but I see that this was even a more traditional look that they went back to. I think it was even some hint of Juventus. You know, Juventus once played them when they were in Serie A, and they, because they like the black and white, want to honor them, then they went with a black cross on white. So yeah, I think there's a story like that one. In any case, this is now my Parma collection. I absolutely love the retro jersey. I do love the others too, especially, as I said, the away jersey. What adds to it is that this season, this very season, Parma are back with Puma have kind of re-released this jersey in a slightly altered version, but very much with the sleeve pattern as a third jersey. One of the best jerseys that have been released this season in Serie A. we can discuss which one's better, the original or the current one. What I like with the current one is that it has actually blue color, so it sticks out a little bit. However, it kind of lacks also a little bit the punch that the sleeves had in the 90s. Personally, I also like the 90s fit a little bit better, but you know, these are things that we can always discuss, and you know, you may as well drop a line in the comments below which one do you like better. But in any case, I'm over the moon that I finally have secured one of my, I don't want to say holy grail jerseys, but a jersey that I've been after more or less for over 30 years. It's a jersey that I always said I would love to have that in my collection. After almost 30 years, let's say 29 years, let's say it came out, 95 it came out, so 25, so yeah, it's 30 years. After 30 years, finally it is in my collection. That makes me very, very happy. Great birthday present. Yes, I organized it myself, but you know, you have to help because you know, not everyone is a jersey freak like I am, and I did get some other nice presents too, so this was not the only one, but it was the main one. That much is for certain. Any case, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this old Parma jersey and the entire Parma collection in general, and as always, I will talk to you soon about more things in my soccer universe. Bye!